is the anchoring plane of a multitude of different realms. Realms of good and evil, realms of law and chaos, realms of whimsy and fear and the raw stuff of the elements themselves. It is a world which has many physical similarities to our own, but which obeys a great many different natural laws and supernatural ones. The raw stuff of creation contains many such worlds, but our story begins here. Lagreda sits at the nexus of a great many stories. Stories of power, stories of danger, but above all, stories of heroes. Some of those heroes have done their great deeds and passed into history as figures of legend. Some have been part of defining moments in the stories of their nations. Some lucky few even lived long enough to see the results of their efforts come fully to fruition. Not all heroes are content to drift into history once their tale is told, however. This story is about you and the choices you will make, but it is also about them. There are two names which, perhaps more than any other, are remembered with a mix of reverence and terror. Andrast Ilhares Nilo and Vajkaral, 13th Forging of the 13th Caste. Both of their stories have been told, but neither was content with their ending, and they have chosen to join together in an undertaking which serves as the seed of a new story.
One moment. Just going to bring you to the big Agoran map. Everyone may have to zoom out for this.
Mhm.
You should be
Oh,
able
this
to
map.
all see, the big Agoran map now.
The continent of Argura is the stage for what comes next. It is home to dozens of nations, dozens more distinct cultures, and hundreds of thousands of people. Andrast and Vajkaral have chosen to bring to this continent a war unlike anything the world has ever seen. Over the course of a single night, under the darkness of a shade moon, where, for reference, both of the moons of Lagreda were completely absent from the sky, their combined forces emerged from the Underdark and swept across the vast majority of Baltia, Utopia, Wanata, and Yarikva. On the 20th of Corentin, by the Aguran trade calendar, 4 entire nations were lost in less than 12 hours. This would become known as the Night of Silence. The Night of Silence was 5 months ago.
Though the other nations have managed to slow the expansion of the Umbral Empire in the wake of their rise, they have so far proved unstoppable. Teresus has fallen, as has Torvino, as has Churiot and Key, and, as far as the rest of the continent can tell, Anzol. Noel and Nakaro are under imminent threat of their own destruction, and Gamelon is shoring up their defenses against an invasion they believe will begin any day. From the wider view of Agora, we zoom in to Anzol because, in fact, it has not fallen to the invaders. Not entirely.
Oh, shit.
Whether due to stretched supply lines, the inevitabilities of military fatigue, or by being as decentralized as it is, several of the smaller kingdoms within Anzol are still managing to hold back the forces of the Underdark. For how long? That remains to be seen.
Though conquered, not all of the people of Churiet have given up their resistance. In the city of Gwilkalfin, formerly known as Kozan, there is an inn. It sits far enough from the city walls to have taken little damage during the conflict, and has remained in operation because, whatever their origin, there are few things a soldier appreciates more than a place to get a drink when they finally get some free time. The given inn has not been renamed, because the Underdark soldiers find the extra layer of the pun funny enough to keep. Its proprietor treats his new clientele with the same free and easy camaraderie as he always has. Not because he has truly surrendered to his new masters, but because a happy drunk soldiery is a lot easier to misdirect when it comes to his true business. The Given Inn has, for a long time, been the residence of the man they call the Favorsmith. Each of you, Quartz and Iolanthe, found yourselves caught in Churiat when the Umbral Empire's forces took it over. For your own reasons, neither of you are keen to stay here any longer than you already have. Luckily, you have both had dealings with the Favorsmith previously. Just getting into the cities was a risk for both of you. With the garrison of Umbral Empire soldiers as conspicuous as their flying flags. But when you managed to find your way to the Given Inn, you were relieved to discover that he had not been killed. You were somewhat more surprised to find that what you had originally taken for a tiefling all those years ago appeared to have aged no more than you, perhaps even less. Even in such strange circumstances, nothing comes for free, and to get the Favorsmith's help in escaping the country, you both had to agree to a specific destination and an unfamiliar traveling companion. The companion is another Traue in a similar predicament, and the destination is the Anzolian town of Buzhenitsa. He explains that you need to go there as part of fulfilling a favor he owes. Once you make it to the town, you need to go to the Padle Nebe, the fallen sky, ask for a golden thrush, and give it a chance. In exchange for which, you will owe him nothing at all. A series of his agents were able to smuggle you through the occupied territory of Churiat and over the border into Anzol, but that was where some of your luck ran out. The cart that was supposed to meet you in the border village and move you across country to Spevak Mountain never arrived. Were they captured? Did they lose their nerve? You have no way to know. All that matters is that all you have to rely on as you make your way through Anzol itself are your own skills and each other. Your greatest advantage during the following nerve-wracking week is the fact that to all but those in the know, to all but those who know you personally, there is little to distinguish you from the majority of the Traue who currently inhabit the spaces you walk through.
By the 29th of Sudagi, the summer is breaking and the nights are turning a little colder as autumn begins to unfurl. It is in the wake of one such night that we find these two Traue figures walking away from the roadways after an encounter with a patrol that was much too close to catastrophic than usual. Your recent encounters have been increasingly Alakian, that is the deep dwarves, rather than the Traue more common in Churiat. While you both have a deep familiarity with the best approaches to deal with your own people, you're each less familiar with Alakian heraldry. In turn, the patrols you've encountered are less familiar with the names you can convincingly invoke and are therefore more difficult to bluff. As we begin to fully focus on our two travelers, we should get a little bit of description about them. So, Quartz, could you please describe yourself?
Just to clarify for anything else, the dry that we were each traveling with, does that just mean each other?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Just wanted to be absolutely fucking certain on that one because there's loads of Traue going around the area. Strangely enough. Okay, so what you see is something that is so horrendously garish to the eyes. You can't ever really look at them straight, and they're not.
Damn.
So what you see is a Traue. They are short in a way. We've got probably only smaller pointed ears than you'd expect, and a mess of hair that is just really, really opalescent and bluey, pinky, you name it. Just not a standard snowy spectrum that you'd want or you'd have grown to expect. That's the thing though. That's the eye color and the skin color is pretty much the only thing correct. Speaking of colors, the outfit is an absolute mess. It is a mishmash of patterns, colors, textures, things that really don't actually go together. Like realistically, they don't go. But I don't know whether this is an insight thing for people or whether it's just something people might pick up, but loads of little bits of this outfit, a badge here, a coat here, an earring or a ring or something. You would see that they're from different countries. They're from different races and cultures. Like the person you see is a mishmash where you're not quite sure. Hang on, where are they from again? And the shoes, I can only describe as the fantasy medieval equivalent of Crocs. They don't match. They don't match the outfit. They are built for comfort. That's about it.
Fucking fantastic.
Diva.
Do you want to, if you have it at hand, or if you'd like us to share, do you have a physical representation?
Oh gosh,
for
we do. We
Quartz?
do have a picture. What am I on about? Oh yes, I do have a picture.
Yeah, no, it's just as a supplementary.
I'm mid putting my battery. Could you share that? I'm mid battery.
Absolutely.
Yep. We did
Charger, I
a
meant.
fair number of we did a fair number of variations. You want? Yeah, we did do the da 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 da. Do you want the beach?
Yeah, the beach is a nice one. In game.
Down to the beach.
Yep, it'll be in the in-game chat.
Take that away.
This is Quartz.
Oh, I love them.
They are fantastic. This is Quartz. Okay.
I beautiful. They're so beautiful.
And this is Quartz taking
Nothing.
a selfie at the beach.
As you can see, nothing matches. I also love the fact that Sophie highlights the badge that they're wearing.
Yeah, that's cool.
I just noticed the
little,
balloon dog.
Yeah, that's the badge. So, and they've got glasses on as well. That's something. A great big pair of nerdy glasses. Oh my god. They're quite slight actually. Looks like a good breeze might knock them over if they weren't heavy. If they weren't weighted down by all of these belts. So many belts, and yeah, they're just sort of standing there a bit awkwardly when they're not actively doing something like looking, reading something, or investigating something. They look a little bit like zoned out in an awkward way.
Okay. As we have now focused on Quartz and how Quartz quite loudly appears, on the other side, the traveling companion, Iolanthe, could you describe yourself, please?
Yes, I can. So, traveling with Quartz is this towering figure, roughly around 6'4", who's wearing a cloak over her head, as well as the dark leathers and sharp metals of their people. Over her mouth, she has a webbed oxygen mask that she has not removed since meeting her. Over the only remnant of her skin that can be seen, being the dark gray that are common for the Traue. Her eyes are a bright purple with the pupil shifting between reflective and dark as if they both have leucocoria. Since you've met her, she walks with an air of superiority and confidence that you have come to know of your people. Like she is Traue to the bone just from looking at her, wearing sharp-heeled boots that she does not seem to suffer stepping in. Like she is better than everyone around her, and in her eyes she is. And another note of interest that Quartz has noticed while traveling with her is that she's always dripping with water. Little drip drops that just follow her, follow them. Kind of might have made some treks a bit like harder to go through than normal. And if she's ever asked, Iolanthe would always give her a different answer as to why she's wet. Oh, I fell into a lake. Oh, I got cursed by a witch, etc., etc. But she never says, the same thing. And that is your traveling companion.
Hell yeah. I was going to say, do we have a fizz rap for Iolanthe?
Yes, she should do.
Gorgeous name, by the way.
Thank you.
There we go.
Just to confirm, both Angela and I have stressed the E on the end, but you didn't.
Oh, yes. I pronounce it
Iolanthe?
Yeah.
Iolanthe.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
We will remember that then.
It's all good.
Yep. better to get that pin down session 0 so we don't make the same mistake later.
It's all good. It's all good.
Absolutely fantastic. We have 2 Trauhe, one very typical, one very untypical, but both extreme ends of the spectrum.
Yep.
Okay.
Someone will die of fun.
Deadass.
So,
Yep.
the pair of you, around this point, where we get to the pair of you, you will have just left the Canet's woods. So you're going to be about, well, let me focus Pingus, here-ish,
Oh.
where this little token is.
Ooh.
Should be able to see it right near the edge of the Umbral Empire lines.
Mhm.
You have exited the woods now, unmolested. And you've been skirting past the vast size of the Batlov Quarry for some time. Which is, just by looking at it as you've been walking past the pair of you, it has been largely unattended to. I'm sure you could speculate many reasons why or why it may not be, but right now, there is nobody down in that quarry. All the better for you. As you take advantage of this to use the work channels to move between the various pits, just so you can get the fuck out of this area and get across the lines. As you move to be avoided, with your passive perceptions, which, as I may note, I believe Iolanth, yours is a
13.
13,
Mhm.
and Quartz, yours is a 14, I believe.
Sheet's not coming up. What was it?
Passive perception. I believe
Passive
it's a 14.
perception.
Yeah.
14, yes.
Yes. So both high enough. As you're moving through these work channels and moving around, you see something quite unusual protruding from one of the pit walls. It's, even from where you are at your distance, it looks like a very defined cylinder made of a material that is distinctly different from the stone and earth that is being quarried here. What do you do now that you've seen it?
Hmm. We're absolutely sure there's no one around.
Looking around, you do not immediately see anybody. You don't hear anybody.
Hmm.
As far as your Traue eyes can see, and they can see quite well,
What can my try?
there is currently, there's no one around.
Hmm.
Just you two.
Well, it could be something useful. So, after completely making sure no one's around, it's like, is it like down in the quarry, or is it like something
It is,
I can?
yeah, down in the quarry. Yeah, you'd have to like make your way down a little bit to get to.
Okay. So she's gonna like look at Quartz and then point at the cylinder. What do you think that is?
I think Laura might be having some technical issues.
Oh shit. Rip.
Laura,
Oh.
Laura, come back to us. Oh no.
I got a direct message which might mean that she'd had to swap to the phone
Oh,
if
it's okay.
the laptop died off. Yeah.
There we go. Ah, it's typical. The exact moment.
The moment.
Technical issues! The one thing we can't
Damn
prepare
you.
for.
Damn you, technology! Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear
Hello.
us?
Yeah,
Hello.
Fantastic. Where did you lose us?
cylinder.
Cylinder.
Oh, good
Yes. So, to clarify, there is a cylinder down in the quarry. There is no one in or around the quarry. Ireland's had a look about, and as far as both of you can tell, there is no one in any immediate proximity to you and this cylinder. may have interesting things at the bottom of the quarry. And I believe Ireland just asked of like, you want to refresh what Ireland asked?
What do you think that is?
Flipping through their notes at the back of the book. It's not something I'm overly familiar with, at least not from in this corner of the world.
And Island's just gonna go to like the edge and like slide down to get to the cylinder, like slide against the wall, unless it's like a straight drop. Unless
Yeah, no, you could like it's the nature of what quarries are. They're at enough an angle that you can slide down without just like falling and splatting. So you can have a nice controlled
Quartz
sort of
does in
slide
fact fall
down.
and splatter.
Well, styles for each things. Alan slides down like a little more gracefully. Quartz like, but you both make it down into the quarry.
Island's gonna go over to the cylinder and give it like a look over. Notice any? Well, basically, what it seems to look like. It's just a cylinder. Is there like any like engravings
Well-
on it? Anything she can read?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any
As-
like glowing things or runes?
Not when you're at the top, but as you approach, an arcane sigil does activate, and it illuminates a line of text in an unknown language before it announces something in, you assume, the same language, but it's a language neither of you speak. But as it finishes that pre-recorded audio, you feel you've both experienced arcane perceptions before, and you get a similar feeling of this piece of what appears mostly to look like stone or metal appears to be scanning you in some way.
I don't like that.
You have to assume that whatever it's looking for, it finds. But it also seems to realize that you cannot understand it. And so you receive a message telepathically instead.
Oh, don't like that.
Is this one of the ones we have?
Yes, let me hit the button for that.
Arcane presences detected. Identification impossible. Memory files corrupted. Request confirmation of impending doom.
God, I hope you heard that.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't.
Oh dear.
Request confirmation of impending doom.
Was that meant to be on Roll20 or something?
Yes.
Mhm.
So to clarify what Laura's saying,
I just heard something.
Yeah. Oh,
You
there
might
we go.
have it muted.
There we go. No, I can
Oh,
hear it
that's
playing now
right.
Confirmation of impending.
because Laura hadn't clicked on Roll20.
Gotcha.
There we go.
Yeah, I figured it was involved.
There you go.
So that's what you hear.
Does this thing look like
And-
it's gonna do something? Sorry.
It doesn't appear to be doing anything immediately, but you do at that moment hear sounds of the far distant sounds of a group of voices approaching. They appear to be arguing quite loudly in Undercommon about the main point of argument seems to be about which of them has the greater authority.
Of course.
So, like, the idea of who's in charge here? It's me. No, it's me.
Do these voices sound feminine or masculine?
Largely more masculine.
Fantastic.
They have a similar to a lot of the patrols you've been meeting. They have a more Elakian kind of accent and dialect.
Okay, so they'd be. Okay, so they're not. Okay, well, I'll have to see. I was like, fuck, if they're Trowie, this is easy. Uh,
Oh,
they're coming towards us, I'm assuming, or towards this thing.
You're not entirely sure.
Mm.
That would be a logical thing to assume, given that this is a quarry that is under their control, and there is a thing in it that you found curious enough to investigate. But so far, they're distant enough that you can't quite tell what direction they're going.
Now,
but we really shouldn't be here. Why don't we just get going?
this thing could be used to get some form of funds. And if these whatevers are coming for it, they might be able to bargain, or we might just be able to take it.
Oh, yeah, they could already own it anyway. It's. Wouldn't be shocked.
Mm. With
No.
this, the cylinder, it said request confirmation for impending doom. Now, is that something that I have to do? Like, be like, okay, impending doom imminent, like give it like a command, or is that just a thing that it said, like as like a pre-recorded message?
It's a little hard to tell. It was
Fair
a
enough.
pre-recorded message, so the intention is hard to gauge, but it did use the word requesting.
Okay, so
And as you hesitate to have this little back and forth, the pod apparently has reached a pre-established time and repeats.
Requesting
Requesting
confirmation of impending doom.
just because I'm curious. Oh fuck! I'm trying to decide if I should just say yes, request impending doom, or we should hide. What do you think, Laura?
Quartz is going to sort of go, Doom, especially, particularly, are you talking about? Hello?
You don't get an immediate response. It
Gonna
appears to be
sort of-
waiting still.
Just going to sort of knock on it and see if it reverberates, see if there's anyone in there.
It doesn't, when you knock on it, it doesn't reverberate in a particularly audible way. There's some, whether it's entirely solid or if there's just some deadening effect, it's clearly a solid piece of material and it's there, but you don't get much of a sound response, just the feeling of your knuckles hitting on solid metal.
Is it small enough that I can just walk around it?
It's kind of still buried partly in the rock, so you can't quite get all the way around it.
I lick it.
Oh.
Okay. You lick it. It tastes vaguely metallic, but also very, very dusty.
Okay.
You now have quite a bit of dust in your mouth.
Oh,
Any trace mineral?
God damn. How close are those
It's-
voices now?
They do now appear to be getting closer.
I think we should hide and see what they get up to. And if it is of any interest, we'll just kill them and take it. Because with my knowledge and yours combined, I don't think we'll be able to piece anything together. But maybe
Okay,
they, as fuck, how do you say Alakian?
Alakian.
They, as Alakians, might have a bit more knowledge on the subterranean.
Okay, probably good not to kill them if we want the knowledge, but okay, we'll lead the way.
Okay, hide.
Wait a second. Okay. just as you're about to move away,
Shit.
your failure to respond to the telepathic prompting
Oh shit, you're right.
appears to reach a point of limitation, and you hear a different
Oh.
telepathic message.
No primary defenses detected. Arcane presences determined to be unaligned.
Fuck.
Overriding confirmation protocol. Releasing.
Oh.
Endures.
What the fuck?
And
What endures?
that part of the message does not come through clearly, even
Yeah.
telepathically.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I thought that was
wasn't-
just Discord.
No, that wasn't you mishearing. That wasn't Discord. That is exactly what it sounds like in your head.
Nice.
And
Cool.
as that finishes, the illuminated text around the edge of the cylinder flashes again, then fades. Sorry,
Okay.
and previously invisible seams across the surface start to glow very, very faintly, and then the glow increases and it starts to split and separate and peel back and unfurl into a kind of almost as if it was never there, leaving behind a large, bulky figure with approximately humanoid proportions. Marco,
Oh
would you
my
describe
goodness.
Satirios for us, please?
Nice.
Of course I will. So in the space where the cylinder was, there is, I suppose, given the height mentioned, even by Iolantha standards, a quite large individual, about 8 foot tall
Oh,
and about 6 foot wide, shoulder to shoulder.
Oh.
He, or it, I should say, at this point, is a very aged turquoise, which, upon I'd say even the most minimal of inspections, appears to be patinaed copper. As you can see, probably small elements of the original copper shining through, little scratches or dents or just bits that have worn away. And while, much as Dan said, it is quite humanoid in its appearance, it is very elaborately decorated. And in place of a humanoid head, there is a large orb that, at this particular moment, would have a central light that is very focused and quite strong, quite powerful, with waves shimmering within this orb in a perfectly ordered arrangement and sense of movement.
So, as your container peels itself away and you are awakened to a world that has long forgotten you, your awakening protocols have included a number of pieces of information about the immediate vicinity, including the language that it has extracted from both of the two figures you see before you, that it understood them to believe as the most commonly spoken, which is a narrative way of saying that Satirios has a basic understanding of the common language.
Nice.
Fantastic.
So, not a complete
I-
understanding necessarily, but
Yeah, enough of an immediate
Yeah.
understanding to know, like, hey, these people speak this language,
yes.
or were speaking this language while outside.
Yeah.
Very quickly, Do you have a Vizrep image
Nice.
for Soterios?
I do. This is a piece of concept art I had found. There is some more fitting concept art being completed at the moment, but this will give you a relatively good impression of the, I'd say, general form of this individual. I will put it in the in-game chat now.
Yeah.
Oh,
There he is, the big lad.
The lad. The
big
lad
lad.
himself.
In awe of the size of this lad.
An
Yes,
absolute
indeed.
chonker.
Unit.
So yes, approximately humanoid in proportions. Very approximately. He's got the right number of limbs and they're in the right places. That's the bulk of it. So, you have been awoken. There are two figures in front of you. You have the visual descriptions of them, so you know what they look like. Does Soterios say anything
He would.
to the others?
He would, and he would actually speak in the disregarding the information that was given to him by the cylinder. He's actually
Hmm.
going to speak in the same ancient language, at least
Yeah.
initially. Now, I'm just going to premise this. I am going to attempt using a voice changer. If this is not legible, please let me know. I will stop using it and try and fix it for next time.
Okay.
But hopefully it comes through okay.
Mhm.
But this is in the ancient language.
My vigil has ended and my duty begun. Tell me, Morali, what calamity compels my awakening?
God damn.
Now, of course,
we wouldn't understand
those
this, would
words
we?
were spoken. No, those words were spoken in a language neither of you speak.
So it was meant to be undercommon.
So,
No,
It's not
he has been given an awareness of the common tongue because that was the one that the cylinder extracted from you as the most commonly spoken language.
mm,
He has chosen not to use that yet.
fair
He
enough.
is speaking in the language of his actual. He's speaking in his own language.
Under non-common.
That's just common.
Under rare, actually.
Well, Ilanth, by this point, seeing that this automaton has arisen, doesn't seem hostile, but regardless, she has two daggers in her hands, and it's kind of like in front of Quartz, just like, at the ready, and tilts her head when it says what it said, kind of with the eyebrow raised, and looks at Quartz, looks back at Soterios, looks in the direction of the voices, kind of trying to weigh what the fuck to do.
Look, I found the damn thing. I think I should be the one to be in charge of finding it out. No, I don't. I completely disagree. You're not in charge of the administration of this mine. That this quarry is under my administration. The voices are getting closer now. You can start to pick out more and more of the words.
I think as an immediate response as well, even while the voices are building in the background, given the look of confusion from Ilanth and also the drawn weapons, which you'd get a sense that it notices. He would continue again to speak in the ancient language. However, that power of the light at the center of the orb has changed. It is now kind of vibrating irregularly as different waves of patterns appear and then disappear in rapid succession.
Morali, why do you speak in such a tongue, and why do you bear weapons against her?
Again, she can't understand this, and she's like, "Ugh.
If you
Blasted
look back
thing.
at Quartz, they just
Yeah.
shrug and they're like, oh.
Blasted
I
thing,
think
I
it-
cannot understand you."
I think, especially with that, once more the orb changes, but this time that central light darkens and seems to pull away, illuminating the kind of waves inside the orb from the back as though recoiling.
Ooh.
And he actually speaks in common
Yay.
now.
Huh.
I did. Let me turn it on.
Identify yourselves. Are you friend or foe?
Friend. Friends.
Friend.
He's definitely going to be. Is it? By the way, this pod is this in like a what position is this in? Is it like upright vertical, or kind of like at an angle, buried slightly? Or
It would have been pretty vertical.
okay,
It has largely kind of drawn back into itself now. And
Yeah.
Yeah. The pod itself is mostly invisible, or mostly hidden away.
okay. Given that, then he doesn't need to like clamber up, but he would take a step forward, and you would notice, given particularly the fact that daggers are being brandished, he would pull out a very large, not entirely oversized, but a quite large even for his stature, halberd, and kind of indicate it in a way not as to completely threaten you, but to point out that he also has a weapon.
My guy's also armed. Yeah.
That's why he's doing this, because he sees the daggers that Iolanthe has. Um,
If you are
You holding?
friend, what?
he is holding a well, it's not large in mechanical terms, but a halberd that even
Halberd.
compared to his body size would seem to be probably a little bit unwieldy.
Good lord. I can imagine that.
Hold on with an axe at the end, basically.
Mm.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Axe at the end, spike at the top, that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah. In a general term, a halberd is usually the kind of polearm that most often would come up to the wielder's kind of eye line or head, top of the head. This one looks like if he was to stand it upright, would probably be a little longer than that.
Mm.
Yeah.
And given that
Probably
he
about-
himself is 8 feet tall, this is an enormously long pole.
Yes. But given him kind of showcasing his own weapon,
If you are a friend, why are you brandishing arms against me? You have just awoken. Is there not calamity?
At that, Iolanthe would kind of spin her daggers and put them back behind her belt and hold up her hands. There is calamity, yes. That is why we have awoken you. What is your function? What is your title?
My title is Aritum, Alpha Alpha dash 00072.
Do you have a name that's easier for me to speak of? Or speak?
I think at that particular line, the light in the crystal probably brightens a little bit and seems like the waves are dancing around a little bit, as though he's potentially maybe a little bit amused by the
Yeah.
fact that that seems difficult to you.
Sorry.
You may call me Sotirios, if that is easier.
Much easier, yes.
Alright.
Yeah. Does that mean anything?
Say it again.
Laura or me?
Laura.
It was Court's going, mean anything? As if like, oh, what's the etymology behind that? It's just wrong time, wrong time and place kind of thing.
Quartz seems to, even without having met Quartz from the little bit of the intro, it seems like Quartz would be the type of person just to ask questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. That as a player, that's a very good question. There is a real world etymology to that. As to if there's an in-world etymology, I can't be 100% sure. At least myself. That might be a question for Dan and Angela, possibly.
Well, the meaning of names is a slightly trickier thing. So, if you don't have an answer that you want Soterios to give offhand, he doesn't need to give one. We can either leave it for later, or you
Yeah,
can make the statement now. And like we said, unless you're trying to change world canon, we won't.
Yeah.
Contradict.
I think he'd ignore the question, but re-ask his own that he asked before.
What is the nature of the calamity?
There is a war afoot. And you seem the type to handle, or at least assist those who are capable in dealing with it. Am I
think at this
mistaken,
point-
Soterios? Oh, go on.
At this point, narratively thematic in the mention of the war and it being the calamity, the voices that you have been hearing in the background stop short, and there is a hurried bit of shouting in Undercommon, and as you turn to look back across the quarry opening, there is a number of Alakian warriors with crossbows drawn standing at the top of the ridge and preparing to slide down into the quarry.
Shit.
What do you do?
You have an escape
Would that
function.
An escape function.
Yes, let's kill all the enemies and then walk away calmly.
Yeah. I think it's questioned upon noticing these people, and just as Dad would rightfully point out, the mention of the war just.
Would that happen to be the enemy?
Sorry, can you repeat that? My sister came in.
No worries.
Sorry.
Would that happen to be the enemy?
Yes.
He immediately swings the halberd round, point down in their direction, and just begins calmly walking their way.
All right. Well, in that case, I think that's a roll initiative.
Yippee!
First initiative.
Oh my god, the first initiative. Whee!
First dice roll. I don't know
Can't
if
wait
that's
to
a good. Not sure if this is a good or a bad thing that the first dice roll is initiative.
Right. So, we have a turn order. And right. So we're all already there. Yes. If you can all roll your initiatives, that would be brilliant.
I knew it! I knew it would happen on the first roll!
What did you care?
And that one!
Oh, dear.
For a total of 2.
Oh,
Mine
I'm gonna-
hovered. I won't lie, mine hovered for just a second.
Brother,
Oh,
what the
I'll, if it's alright, I'll just throw in a very brief kind of explanation for that. You can tell, given him being in the cylinder and how old he looks, that his movements are incredibly sluggish at this point,
Yes,
and it's
that.
as though he's struggling to move his limbs.
It's that, yeah.
Yeah, very
It's that.
fair.
It's that. It's definitely that. Nothing, not my bad dice rolls.
Yeah, of course, of course.
he's just
Oh,
woken up. He's had a big old nap.
Sorry, it's a total
Yeah.
of 2.
All right.
Total of 2. Wow.
So 2 for Soterios, 9 for Quartz, and let me just grab the page again, and it is a 20 for Ireland. Very nice.
Yippee!
Okay. Bit.
I should probably get the combat music ready. Give us a moment.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, I was
yes,
like, damn,
indeed.
this is some chill combat music.
Yeah, don't worry. Let me get the Anzol specific combat music out.
All right.
I love this song.
So I will add these ones in here. We've got a 3 there, we've got a 7 there, 10 there, and we've got an 18 there.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, we go. You got it.
Perfect.
Sweet.
All right.
All right. Means top of the initiative will be, by sheer fucking force of will, apparently, Iolanth. Iolanth, what are you doing?
She's gonna look to Quartz real quick and kind of like speak in Undercommon. Just let the brute handle. It's like, God damn it! I had an idea. Sorry. Let the brute take all the shots, and then she's going to summon a spectral tentacle. About how far away can I summon this thing?
Oh, one
It's a
second.
bonus action to do so.
Yeah, let me bring out your tentacle. Oh, you should be able to control it.
Yippee! It's a bonus
Tentacle
action
of the deep.
to Summon it. What's the reach on it? I think it's 10 feet?
10 feet.
Yeah,
yes,
10
so-
foot long. So I'd summon it about, I'd say about like here. Oh, perfect. I was going to say it's like white. Yeah. Summon it like right there.
Yeah, you should be able to control it.
Oh, yeah, shit, sorry.
Just making sure that you can
Mhm.
actually control it.
Yeah, I can. I can move it. Whee! Spin it around. Summon that and give that Alekian Quarreler a schmack with the tentacle. That's an 11 plus, I think 6? Yeah, 11 plus 6? 17?
That hits.
Sweet, sweet. Where my D8 at? It's a 1 plus 4, 5 cold damage.
5 cold. All right. Takes the damage.
Oh, I should have done that before.
Solid
Anyway.
start.
Oh, yeah, it's a bonus action. What else could I do? Oh, obviously, good old fashioned Eldritch Blast. Would that technically count? No. Would it?
Yeah, you can do an Eldritch Blast as
Oh, yeah, you're
cantrip.
right. Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, your tentacle is a,
Bonus action.
if I remember
A feature.
correctly, is a feature.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's not a spell,
So-
strictly speaking.
Slide.
Yep.
Oh, and also because it got hit, it now has minus 10 feet of movement.
Ah, good, good. We'll make a note of that. We'll just add a... What's the most appropriate symbol for that?
Oh, my back.
Kind of fishing net, probably. We've got one there.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
Hidden
so
movement.
Eldritch Blast, I presume. Oh, is it the same target or? a different
Yes,
one?
same target. It's a 12 plus a 6, so 18 to hit.
18 hits.
And 1d10. 7 plus 4 is 11 force damage.
11 force damage. Nice.
And I think I have that one thing that makes it so on a hit, they move back 10 feet. Let me see. I do.
Yeah.
So lost 10 feet of movement and is now pushed 10 feet away from me in a straight line.
Very effective.
Fucking nicely done.
Yeah.
Is there any movement you'd like to undertake? Or are you happy sitting where you are?
Sorry, my headset died. What happened?
Is there any movement you'd like to undertake?
Oh no, she's chill right there.
Nice and chill. Sweet. Alright.
Okay.
Moves on to the Elagians.
Yes. There's 2 Elakians. Well, A is going to start with the most basic options, which is crossbow is in hand. Crossbow is the main thing. And reasonably, from his perspective, Soterios is a giant hulking construct, probably the biggest threat. Although Iolanth did just throw a bunch of magic around but that is going in the other direction. Soterios is coming towards him, so he's going to try and send a crossbow bolt at Soterios. That is going to be a 7 to hit. I don't imagine that works.
Absolutely not.
Wonderful. So that's his turn. He's going to move back a bit. Try and keep you at range. Quarreler B is going to do very much the same. Crossbow bolt at Soterios. That one was a natural 20.
Oh my
That
god,
would
he's
hit.
gonna lose an arm the first game.
That is unfortunate.
Ooh-wee.
So, that's going to be... that's going to be just 8 points of piercing damage.
No worries.
And we'll see what happens on the roll of the d20. Now, I have the table, so I'll just go skim that. At least I believe I have the table.
Yep, it's in the
Unless
list tables, critical tables. It'll be
Right.
this one.
Yeah, this was one of the this was one of the documents that I should have had open but didn't think to open ahead of time. So
It's all good.
I literally
Yeah.
only realised it mere moments ago, so don't worry.
yeah, went too far up. List tables, critical table. Okay, so we have a 15, which counts as a festering wound. So that's hit point maximum reduced by 1 every 24 hours. The wound persists. If it drops to 0, you die. But it is completely healed if you receive magical healing, or if someone tends to the wound and makes a DC 15 medicine check.
Okay.
Sorry, once every 24 hours, but magical healing would work for that.
Mhm.
All right. And then he's going to also back off a little, and that brings us to Quartz.
Quartz, what would you like to do?
First, right, I'm gonna go over here and like turn and look at the others, going, like, they didn't even tell us what they wanted. Like, we could have done anything they wanted. Like, what do you want?
There's a brief moment of confusion between the Alakians, and they shout back, "We want to shoot you and take that automaton for ourselves.
Okay,
What part of this is unclear?"
at the bit where I don't want that. And then
We don't much care what you want. You're trespassing.
excuse for a weapon like that, and then he's gonna send an adhesive an adhesive globule at the closest one, the C.
Closest one. All right.
Yeah, I believe that is a roll to hit, I believe.
18.
18 hits.
Okay.
Sure.
What body part were you aiming for?
I was thinking, no point in reducing their speed if they've got ranged weapons, so I'll go for hands. So just kind of glob on top of the those that they've got.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they can only make a maximum of one turn. What maximum of one attack on their turn, rather.
Given that this is low level and it's session 0, first time using the spell, they can only make one attack per turn anyway.
Okay, can I blind them then?
blinding would definitely work.
I retract that and do blind. Also, I'm pretty sure I fucked up on my spell list. Because there's a spell I do not remember wanting and taking, but apparently I took it, so I think I might have accidentally clicked that one when I was
Which spell is
aiming for
that?
another one. I've got... Where is it? Cause Fear? Now that does
Oh,
not...
That's a
No,
Trowe thing.
that's
Yep.
that's a Trowe.
You have-
Oh,
That's an
Yeah,
ancestral
you
thing.
have-
You just have that.
Yeah, you have Cause, Fear, and Darkness once per day, I think.
Mhm.
okay,
There's another one.
Or once per long rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, but that's like,
fair enough.
You
Okay,
can just do
I was...
that.
I was
Yeah.
just really worried that I went to click something else that begins with like C because they're all alphabetical, and I just accidentally mouse missed the target. But
Good to be sure. But no,
yeah.
you're all right.
yeah, I would like to blind Quarreler C, please.
All right. Quarreler C is blinded, so that is a -3 to all of their attacks. Let's
No. Sorry, correction.
Oh, is it not?
No. What is the AC of the Lakin in this instance? Because
Uh,
it's the attack roll from Quartz has the -3 penalty to blind them because it's a very specific thing.
right. Okay. So
Oh,
Quartz
you're
rolled an 18 to hit,
18.
yes?
Yeah, so would a 15 still hit
A
them?
15 would still hit.
Oh, nice.
Just.
Fantastic. So they are affected by the blinded condition. So can't see,
Which means all
automatically
their
fail
attacks have
any ability check.
disadvantage.
All attacks have disadvantage, and all attacks against that Alakian is at advantage.
Yep. So let's find
They
a
blind.
thing. Yep, go with that one. Oh, you've already put a symbol on.
Put the bleeding eye because that seemed to make sense.
Yep, no, bleeding eye was a good one. I hadn't spotted that one. There's more symbols than I remembered.
Yeah.
All right.
So that is your action, Quartz. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think you have any bonus actions you can actually do.
No, I haven't used up all my movement speed yet.
Yeah, is there any movement you would like to undergo?
Yep. Smart.
Like to do it, yeah.
Syria.
Smart.
Yep. That's
Thank
fair.
you so much.
To be fair, when
All right.
Iolanth was gonna say, just stand behind him, just let him take the hit and stuff like that. If you did turn back, Quartz would have had this look of like offense, and then a moment just sort of shrug and just carry on anyway.
yeah, fair.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Like
Alright.
like offense, and then like nod, shaking their head like no, and then slowly nod. Okay, yeah, shrug. Okay, yeah.
That's
So
crazy, but she has a point.
that's the end of your turn.
Mhm.
All right. So Quarreler C. Does adhesive globule do any damage? No.
No, it
doesn't
just
it?
does an
No.
effect.
No, it's
It just has the
status
effects.
effects. Yeah.
Cool. So Quarreler C is going to use its action to try and pull the gunk off its face,
Okay.
which is a
Strength check
strength
against
check.
DC 14, I believe.
Yep. All right. So let's roll that. Okay. That is a 21. So it does manage to pull the gunk off its eyes.
Yep.
But that is the entirety of its turn. Well, that's its action. It's also going to, while it's doing that, kind of stagger backwards 10 feet. And then we get to Quarreler D, who was just barely above Soterios in the initiative. And this one, having been smacked with a tentacle and then blasted backwards, is probably going to try and he's going to try and shoot at Iolanth, or possibly the tentacle if the tentacle is a viable target. I'm going to
Let
double
me
check that.
Don't
See?
think,
I don't think-
it is in the same way that a spiritual weapon is
It's
not.
not, yeah, it counts as a spiritual weapon, yeah. It doesn't have an AC or hit points, so it is not a viable target. Okay, so it will be going for Iolanth then. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. Okay. So you will be taking 3 points of piercing damage.
Nice, nice. Hellish rebuke.
Yep. All right. Fuck this one quarreler in particular.
How dare you?
Is that a saving throw from him?
Yes, it is a deck save.
Dex save. Alrighty. One dexterity saving throw. That is a 13. Does that beat
Ooh,
it?
It does not.
It does not.
So
So,
fuck this guy
what
in
happens to
particular.
this poor bastard?
Oh god. So, oh wait, no, it's 3d10 because of my thing.
Yep.
Shit, this is fun. Okay, so 7, 4, and 2. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 fire damage.
13.
Yeah.
Okay. He looses a quarrel at you, a crossbow bolt at you. It grazes a shoulder, and in an absolute fit of indignant rage,
Deadass.
you engulf him in flames.
The audacity.
Indeed, how dare he?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That brings us to the end of his turn, because he was going to move, but he's on fire, so
Yeah, he's on fire now. He ain't doing shit.
he got a bit distracted.
Satirios.
And I would, props to him, I would too, but
Satirios continuing his movement. He is actually going to go ahead and first off, for the first time this game, make use of his bonus action to use his Giant's Might feature. So as he maneuvers forward, just to describe this a little bit, while he's still very sluggish in his movements, you start to see the segmented and disconnected parts of his body begin to either grow or kind of separate, with more plates appearing as he doubles in size in all dimensions. So he's now 16 foot tall and 12 feet wide.
oh,
Good lord.
And
Look at
he's
this big
going
boy.
to proceed to here.
Oh my god.
I am now going to go ahead and make an attack. So I'm going to go ahead and strike at the how would you pronounce it again? Adlacaden?
Alakian.
Alakian Quarreler. C. In particular with his halberd. Please don't
Casually
screw.
walks past him to the other one and then swings the halberd back over his shoulder.
Yes, exactly. Please don't screw the game. The game is screwing me already. It was a 10.
Oh dear.
Would a hero point make a difference? This is session 1 and I want to do something useful.
It might.
You gotta risk it. Fuck it. I'll risk
Come
it.
on, risk it.
Man.
Come on.
That's a 5. 15.
5 takes it to 15, which is exactly what you needed. 15 hits.
Hey.
Fantastic. Swings the halberd around, slams it into him. Now, first off, I'm going to do the basic damage from this, which is 1d10 plus 4. Then there is other shenaniganry that's going to happen. So that is 13 slashing damage.
Yep.
I am then going to go ahead and use my reaction to use my fire rune. So you can briefly see a rune brighten on Satirios' body and then dim as fiery shackles burst from the ground to restrain the quarreler. I need it to make a strength saving throw of DC 14.
All right.
This is to determine if it's restrained but won't mitigate damage.
Okay. Strength save. That is a 6.
Fantastic.
Someone's getting restrained.
Yes, so those flaming shackles have snapped around it, restrained it for a minute. While it's restrained by the shackles, it takes 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. It can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, banishing the shackles on a success. I can't invoke the rune until I finish a short or long rest, but it does immediately, regardless of whether that was a success or failure, take 2d6 fire damage.
Okay.
So
Roll them
2d6
bones.
fire damage. That's 10 fire damage.
That was a nasty hit.
Oh, and finally, due to the halberd having the cleave property and me having mastered the weapon, I would also like to cleave as part of my initial attack into Quarrel B.
Alrighty.
So that would be a regular attack roll. If it does damage, it does weapon damage, but doesn't add my proficiency mod to the damage, I believe. Yeah, don't add ability modifier to the damage. It's just base. So
melee attack roll against a second creature within 5 feet of the first.
Never mind.
Not within 5 feet of you, unfortunately.
Yeah, I misread it. Okay, can't do that then. Yep. That's fine.
No, it's alright.
I will say, as a reminder, since you've activated your Giant's Might, did you add the D6?
I did not.
Extra. Would you like to add your extra D6 to...
I certainly would. My apologies.
Still your turn?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'd remind you, as your advocate in this moment...
Only this one. Just this once. That's an extra 3 damage.
Okay. Which takes him to grievously wounded immediately in a single action.
That is my turn.
All right. That brings us to round 2 for Ireland.
All right.
Ireland, what would you like to do?
Immediate smack with the tentacle again. I have to move it though. 5, 10, whoosh, right there. Getting rid of that guy.
All right.
15 plus 6. Plus 6. Yes,
21 very much hits.
Let me do the 1d8. Where my d8 at? That's not Io's d8. There it is. 6 cold damage?
6 cold damage. Takes him out.
Woohoo! And how much can this thing move? I can move it 30 feet. Nice. So it moved 10. 5, 10. It's gonna go 20 feet from where it was originally. And well, it can't hit, but it's right there. And to finish off Quarreler C, actually no. How far is Quarreler A from me? Might as well start. And
Good
that
question.
guy, that is 60 feet, which I think I can reach with an Eldritch Blast. Yeah, 120 feet. Yeah, Eldritch Blast that guy.
Blast him.
Sounds good.
It's not gonna hit. That's 7 plus 6. That's 13.
Would you like to
13's not gonna make it. No.
Would you like to use a hero point?
You know what? Fuck it. Why not? Plus 5.
That definitely takes it to a hit.
Okay, that's 1d10. What's my d10 at? There it is. Gets a 5. It's a 5. It's a 6. So 16 force damage. Oh, 16 plus 4. 20 force damage. Wait, actually, no, I'm an idiot. I was doing Hellish Rebuke. Sorry. It's 1d10.
1.
So 5. Wait, I was going ahead of it. I was like, sorry.
Okay.
So, I was like, wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. So yeah, no, the first roll was a 5 plus 4, 9 force damage. That makes more sense.
9 force damage. That does make a little more sense.
I was like, wait a minute.
All right. And There was a knockback last time, wasn't there?
Yeah, 10 feet.
10 feet directly away from you. Okay, which would put him there. What do you think, Angela? Deck safe to fall over?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's been slammed into a cart. Like, come on.
Oh, yeah, that is a 10. So we'll say we were putting it against Iolant's thing. So if I can find the rotational thing. There it is. They've moved it to the corner. There we are.
They're all
Over he goes.
horizontal and shit.
Yeah. Nice.
Very nicely done. That is your action and bonus action. Any movement, or are you happy still where you are?
I'm fine right there.
Absolutely. All right.
Right. So it is Quarreler A's turn. So that's going to be half movement to stand up. And then the rest of it to get out of the cart. And Soterios is, in every physical way, the bigger threat, but Ireland is the one that just shot at them. So I think they're going to send a crossbow bolt towards you. That's 60 feet, so that is still standard range.
Mm-hmm.
So crossbow bolt. It's going to be a 17 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. All right. And that is going to be 2 points of piercing damage.
I realized I can't throw away spell slots. I'm like, wait a minute. So 2.
Oh, yes.
All this power at the palm of my hands, but the spell slots.
So, Quarreler B. I think Quarreler B is not happy about Soterios being quite that close. So what they're going to do is use their action to go invisible.
Oh, damn.
And Soterios, you do hear the sound of movement moving away from you. But I believe you have already used your reaction.
I did indeed use my reaction. That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. But turning invisible is its action, so action movement, and that is the end of its turn, which brings us to Quartz.
Yes. I was looking. I don't want to do magic missile for just this, but my brain's looking at it going, I'm a wizard, I want a magic missile. Sure, why not?
All right. Which target?
There's only one, isn't there?
No, there are 2 currently.
Oh, there's
A-
A. Oh,
Yeah,
I saw
A and
it.
D. D is currently right next to Soterios, next to the tentacle, and bound in chains of fire.
Okay. I'll go for A.
All right.
The other one I same get I got earlier.
No, the one you globuled was Quarreler C.
C, okay.
But you're going for A. All right.
Yeah, magic missile.
Is there anything? All right. Anything special about the way they look, or are they just little things? And if you don't have anything immediate, that's fine. They all hit
Mm-hmm.
because you don't have to roll anything for that. So, what's your damage?
Damage is 4.
Just 4?
Remember that you have 3 darts that hit, so you can roll it twice more for all 3 darts, remember? Okay.
I got 5.
So 4, 4, and 5, that's 13.
13 damage. Nice. Thud, thud, thud. Brilliant.
Nicely done as an action.
That's right.
Yeah.
Any movement? Smart plan. Smart.
Smart.
Yeah. Good
Very
call.
smart.
So, end of Quartz's turn, we move to Quarreler C.
Spider.
Quarreler C, is it at the start or the end?
Start of the turn. At the end of the
They-
turn, they
right,
can
yes.
save.
They make the save at the end and the damage at the start. Yeah, that's nice. All right, roll it.
7 fire damage.
7 fire damage. So, Soterios, it's your turn.
Oh.
Oh,
7
God.
damage was exactly what you needed.
Fantastic. Soterios wheels around, and as you can't see, it was D that went invisible.
B.
He's going,
Yeah.
B, sorry. He's going to go for the most visible target and head down in this direction. As he does, though, just for a little bit of narrative flavor, he proceeds to flourish his halberd and point it as though expecting something to happen, but nothing does. And for a moment, the waves in his orb go a little bit dissipate once more, before he just returns to marching and proceeding to hit it. So, go ahead and make a little swing here. That is an unnatural 20.
That is very definitely going to hit.
Fantastic. That is 12 base damage. First off.
That is another one for Soterios.
Brilliant. And I think I still had like 5 feet of movement left. I'm just going to move back up this direction. That's very slightly, just because I'm assuming the other Quarreler has ran off somewhere in this direction.
That would be a fair assumption.
And that is my turn.
All right.
Iolanthe. What are you doing, Iolanthe?
Oh, sorry, Dario came in. The Alakian that went invisible. Are there any footprints on the ground that I can see from where I'm at, or like dust coming off from the ground as they're running, to kind of see if I can just pinpoint where they're at, I guess. Or a better question, before I get to that one, do I know that I'm with me, right? Do I know that Alakians have this innate ability to go invisible? Shh, sorry.
I think you'd be familiar enough with Alakians to know that they can just do this.
Okay, so they can do this?
Yeah.
Do I know if it lasts a certain amount of time?
I don't know if you would necessarily know that.
Okay, fair. Back to my initial
The
question.
specifics of the ability are probably not the sort of thing they share super openly, even with their friends.
This one?
For obvious reasons.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
There you go, baby. Sorry. It's back to my initial question.
that was
Could I
adorable.
notice some dust fall, some stuff, kind of see to pinpoint if I can find this Alakian or not? I could do a roll.
Angela, what do you think?
I would say if you wanted to actively try and figure out where they are, that would require your action and a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could do that. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. 16.
Okay, so I will roll a stealth check for the Alakian to see if that beats it. See if it beats that. Okay. No, it does not. So let's go with started off here ish. So we will say that there is a
A little flex.
little trail of footsteps
Okay, so the tentacle will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 there and point for Soterios. And Iolanthe would then say, Soterios, it's right there. Points at the fucking.
Dong.
Bang.
Right. Well,
Oh, careful.
that'll be end of turn.
15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, she'll just move her 30 feet. After end of turn.
Okay. After you, it is the Alakian who is currently invisible and has just watched their 3 squad mates be roundly dispatched. So what I think is going to happen here is no attacks are going to come from that dwarf. They are going to move and dash. They are retreating from the battle. You can choose to be vindictive and try and chase them down, or you can take this opportunity to get away yourselves before any kind of consequences.
You're right.
That is up to you as a group.
So there were 4 of them, yeah. Where there's 4, there's
4,
more. So there might be more Alakians than we can handle where this one is retreating to. And Iolanthe, being somewhat smart, will not continue the chase. At least she won't. She'll kind of just be there.
All right. So we are ending the combat there.
Yeah.
All agreed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Good. So, Okay.
Back onto the Anzol map for the moment.
And we can close down the turn order.
Yes.
So,
Probably. No, we'll keep this music as it is for the moment for reasons. Retreating?
Retreating.
And by that meaning making a tactical withdrawal.
before somebody comes back with reinforcements.
Yeah.
Before we do, I do think Soterios' expectation would be asking that you take him to the front.
Am I taking you to the front? Yeah, sure.
Front of what?
Adios.
Say that again. Soterios.
The front line
You okay?
of the wall, of course.
Yeah, it hurt. It's a D4,
Oh.
dude. It's gonna hurt. Thank you. They're right there. Sorry, did we leave off on, sorry, my headphone keeps dying. We left off on Soterios asking if we're taking him to the front.
Yeah.
front line
Which
of
Quartz
war.
asked the front of what, and Soterios like front line of the war, of course.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
We were actually. We were actually. Hang on, just double checking. We were moving away in that direction, weren't we?
Kind
Yes,
of,
you are
yeah.
heading to Wujanitsa.
Yeah.
You see, we're not going in that direction. We're heading actually the opposite way. Yeah, I'm not going there.
You're running from the conflict?
Places to be, things to do.
There is plenty of conflict to be found, Sotirios. We may not be going to the front, but there will be no shortage of conflict ahead. But we must keep going in our way and getting to where we need to go.
I will take you on your word on that, as otherwise your plan sounds like cowardice.
Mm. Let's keep going.
Quartz is kind of not really acknowledging any of that. It's just sort of started to amble off.
All right. So you are able to extract yourselves from the quarry pit, climb back up onto the surface, and begin to continue on your way towards the town of Buzhenica, which is your eventual destination.
Where is
Buzhenica is, from where you are here on the map,
Yeah.
about here-ish.
Ah, I was looking.
Let me
for
just
it.
I was way
You're
zoomed
there.
in. I didn't see that.
And you're heading here. But you're not there just yet, obviously, because you have to get out of the territory currently controlled by the Umbral Empire. Now, in theory, you can cross that invisible line within the same day, in theory. For you to do that, we're going to need checks to be made as a group. This will be the representation necessary to show all the different ways you are trying to get across this territory without getting fucking caught. So, you can either make an athletics check, a perception check, or a stealth check. The choice is yours depending on the character in question. Hero points are permitted. I would like you to pick athletics, perception, or stealth and roll it.
Okay, so perception. Using one of those. Oh wow.
Nat 20!
God damn!
Fuck yeah! For a total
Okay.
just to clarify,
That was perception.
fuck the hell yes. What is your standard perception value? It's
Before, I believe.
+4.
Based on the
Yeah.
based on
So-
the passive perception from earlier.
24 totals, but 20 on the dice.
yeah, but nat 20.
Nice.
All of that. Fuck yes.
Hell yeah.
I
Two
like
glasses.
And Satirius.
She's also doing a perception. 16 plus 6, 22.
22.
I used
Excellent.
I used knowledge. One of my feet. Anyway,
knowledge.
I'm getting a d20. Come on, Dimitri.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah. And Satirios, which
So, Satirios, I will make a roll, but he's not too fussed about being subtle. You told him there was conflict to be found. He's anticipating conflict. You don't win a war by not killing your enemy. But I'm going to roll athletics.
that makes sense.
Fantastic. That's terrible. So that's a 10.
Oh.
10 total.
Ooh, 10 total.
10 total. Yep.
Any hero points or anything being added to it?
No, I think thematically, given his mindset, I'm not going to use a hero point for this.
That's entirely fair. Now,
Yep.
thankfully, as a group, as you're making these checks and making your ways across this territory, while Satirius is not being subtle in the fucking slightest, Ireland and Quartz, who have been moving through this warfare for some time now,
You okay?
and know what to look out for, know what to keep their eyes for, and knowing that, yes, we want to fight the enemy, but not right this second, knows the routes to take, when to keep Soterios out of sight, and when to move as you make your way to the invisible borderline with a group success,
Daddy,
because you
yo.
had 2
I
successes,
know, baby. Shh.
and make it past that invisible
Go with
line.
mommy then. She's in the living room.
So, congratulations, group. You actually managed to make it past the line and into non-Umbral Empire territory. Well done. You didn't screw up.
Woo!
So, having made that way past this sort of invisible line, you arrive in the lands controlled by the Kingdom of the Gemenek. Thankfully, regardless of at least 2 of the ancestries being held by this group, your obvious exhaustion from movement, battle-worn appearances, and also the very slight, strange, appearance of Soterios, indicates to the Anzolian forces that you might encounter that you are not invaders. You are either fugitives or something else. Because, hey, not even the Drow are dumb enough to send a spy that looks so obviously Drow.
Right.
And you spend the next however long you take moving cross country and arriving at the small town of Bujanitsa, which, give us a second, just so we can
Sneak
end
peek.
undead. Let's have a little sneak peek of welcome to the town of Bujanitsa.
Woo!
Congratulations, guys.
We did
You made it to your destination. And when we meet up with these 3 fascinating fellows, we will be heading to the Padlanebe, where golden thrushes will be asked for, and we will find out what happens next time.
Woohoo!
We didn't fuck up.
We didn't fuck up,
Well
guys.
done.
You didn't.
Has everyone had fun so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nobody regretting character choices?
Nah, I'm good.
No, although
Not
it'll be
yet.
Certainly
kind
hope not, but
it'd be kind of nice. Actually, I haven't stopped to think. Just to introduce Quartz. Well, so can I just be clear what everyone else is?
Quartz is what?
Quartz is a wizard.
Quartz is a wizard, is what Laura said.
You don't know what Ilanth is.
As
Let's
a
keep that one
as a
close
player,
attention.
that
As a-
sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
Like
I think
in game,
yeah,
no.
in terms of the time you spent traveling together and the conversations that would inevitably have taken place, Quartz and Ireland would both be aware that they are each capable of casting spells, and they are capable in a combat situation. And you very quickly saw that Soterios is quite devastating in a combat situation. So
Can I know who's a player?
Warlock.